Can having a beard actually be a hobby? If you're watching this video, that you'll probably already know that the answer is absolutely yes, it can. From those on the outside looking in, it's definitely can be considered like a weird hobby. But let's just talk about it for a few minutes. Welcome, guys. My name's Brian. This is my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel, where we try to help you grow your best beard possible. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you can't tell, this is one of my main hobbies. It has been over the past 5 years. I've always loved music and banjos and all that kind of stuff. That'll always be my number one hobby. But my beard journey is kind of weird. 2017, I grew out my beard, started in No Shave November. I was like 41, so it ended up kind of being like my midlife crisis kind of thing. Grew a beard. Went down a rabbit hole of, okay, if I'm going to have this beard, I need to take care of it. What do I need to do? How do I trim it? What shape do I want? What products do I need? What brushes and combs and hair dryers and beard oil and products and all that kind of stuff do I need? So you fall down the rabbit hole. I started watching beard brand videos, the barbershop videos on how to trim and maintain beards, and seeing just guys off the street getting their beards trimmed. So, it is a form of self-care on that, but it can definitely turn into a hobby. And one thing I've noticed as being around the community, and I'll talk more about the community in just a second, but kind of being involved with all things beard related here over the past 5 years, is for a lot of guys, they kind of hit the ground running, and they try to soak up all the information, and they're kind of new to it. They love all these new things, the people in the community, all that kind of stuff. And then about 2 years or so into it, they kind of cool off from that. And sometimes they'll find other hobbies somewhere else, which is fine. I've kind of stuck it out because this has been a little bit of a side hustle for me, because I like doing the YouTube stuff. That's also kind of been a hobby for me, is making YouTube videos. I did this before I started making beard related YouTube videos. So I kind of like the production aspect and the creating videos and the microphones and editing and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of different things went into me still doing this after 5 years. But besides the self-care, you start getting into the products. So if some people out there are collectors, so they start collecting beard oils and getting into all the different scents and what feels best in the beard, but also all the different companies. There's tons of little small batch companies that make their own beard oil. It's not very hard to do. You get some carrier oils. That's not too hard to find. And then you can get fragrances and start blending them. So there's a lot of those different ones available. And it becomes like a supportive community, right? So you've got content creators on YouTube and Instagram like myself and others. Some of these small batch beard care companies, they have their own kind of community. There's Facebook groups. They have their own Instagram pages and all that kind of stuff. So just kind of good camaraderie there. Some guys kind of get together in person, like there's beard competitions. There are beard clubs that actually meet in person. They do a lot of community service projects and those kind of things. So there's different places where you can find some like-minded camaraderie there. So kind of interesting stuff. And what ends up happening, it's kind of like me. You'll find some other thing that kind of gives you some focus and lets you branch off a little bit, whether it's creating content, making videos, making reviews, working for one of the small batch companies. Maybe you're like, okay, I like woodworking. I'm going to carve combs, beard combs, or you may make beard oil. Or you may just be involved with a community or a company or something that you really like, and you end up like helping moderate something, moderating somebody's chat or somebody's Facebook group or something like that. So lots of places where you can get involved and kind of feel like you've got a place, which is a great thing. All in all, I think it's a really cool hobby to have. I've met lots of folks, not in person. I've met very, very many people yet in person from the bearded community, even though some people recognize me when I go like to get my taxes done. The guy that did my taxes, oh, I've watched your videos, which was kind of cool. But I met a lot of cool folks online. We have good chat groups and text, and we are on screen with each other and all that kind of stuff. So you can be as involved as you want. And if you don't want to be very involved, then you may look at it and go, well, this is kind of weird. I don't think I want to do this, which is fine. And you can, and then some other guys kind of float in and out. They go in, like I said, about 2 years is the lifespan for some, because after that you keep seeing, it can be repetitive, right? You see people reviewing, well, it's just beard oil. It's just a different scent. Maybe there's a new company those kind of things, but you're still getting tips and tricks. And by then you're experts. You don't really need to watch those videos anymore. It takes about that long to actually grow your beard out and to play around with the styles a little bit, to kind of figure out where you want your beard to be. And then maybe you get in a rut a few months later and you come back and you try something different. It's always fun to show back up during Black Friday and try some new stuff out. Anyway, I just wanted to reminisce on that a little bit and to kind of tell you my experiences, some things I've noticed about it. Pretty cool thing, turning your beard into a hobby. It's been kind of created some cool spaces online for you to have some camaraderie with some other guys. Let me know your experiences and see if you kind of agree with some of the stuff that I've mentioned in the past. Let me know how you came to the community and how things are going for you, and if you have gotten stale on it maybe after a couple years and kind of drifted away and you don't watch as many videos anymore. Anyway, I'm interested in hearing your responses down in the comments, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you soon.